Flying in all the way from Sumru, here is Paimon, and she's going to join our adventure party. As you can see, she's just now currently running with me here in the overworld, and let's go and fight that ugly little, what do you call it, mage there on the abyss. It's going to be quite quick, so yes, Paimon with us in battle. It's so cool. So this is what I've always wanted, having Paimon by our side as we adventure, not just stuck to a little adventurers menu. So this is a pretty cool thing. This is on the live service as well. So let's just quickly go over how you can also get your Paimon and what some of the caveats and little bugs are. So the first thing you'll need to do is to ensure that you have not started the Fungi Mechanicus event. If you have started it, I'm afraid you will not be able to pull this off. But if you haven't started the event, all you need to do is just come here to where Balfour is, talk to him once and only once, and then you'll see there is Paimon. She'll appear there with Bongo Head and whatever the other little fungi. And once that's done, well, all you need to do is just go into co-op mode. You don't need another co-op play, you just need co-op mode to be active the whole time. So once someone's entered your world, they can just instantly leave as well, as long as you just remain in co-op mode. The next step is to just sort of teleport here on top of the bridge and make sure you can jump down more or less to where Paimon is there on the ground. And once you're here, just press the start menu and leave it. So the way I pull this off is I used my alt account, and then I just looked on my alt account for when the character on this account fell to the ground. And once they've hit the ground, well, boom, you will have your very own Paimon. So let's just quickly give it a couple of seconds, and once my character's on the ground, you'll see Paimon appears right next to us. So it's very important that you more or less fall in the vicinity where Paimon is standing there with the little fungi and so on, because what you want to do is actually sort of trick the game in sort of releasing Paimon from the menu. I think this is just a very simple little programming oversight, and I have no doubt that the developers will instantly fix it. So if there's a problem with a character or something that you want in the game, the developers won't ever pay attention, but the moment Paimon is allowed to run in the overworld, they'll instantly fix it. So you have pretty much a very limited time to be able to do this. But let's just quickly talk a bit about some of the limitations to this. So Paimon herself can travel from here in Sumru to Watsutsumi Island very easily. You can even travel to something like the top of the pyramids, like you can see in the background. The only thing that really matters is that you're in the overworld above, because Paimon wants to know where your location is. So she doesn't teleport with you. What she does is she traces out a path towards the player, and then she pretty much flies like directly to your spot, and she can only travel as fast as Yelan can sort of dash with her E. So do keep in mind that if you teleport a very far away, it's going to take probably like 2, 3, even like up to 5 minutes for Paimon to actually even like try and catch up to you. So that's just a very big caveat. And the other thing is, don't try and teleport underground, because then Paimon's going to be stuck on the surface not knowing how to get to you. So I have tested this here in the pyramids and so on. If you teleport underground, she won't be able to come to you, but if you then teleport back up, then she'll be able to find you. So she does get stuck, but there's nothing wrong with trying to bring her down into the dungeons or the remains if you do it from the overworld. So you can see here very aptly, I don't even know this little part of the dungeon existed, but this was just like so cool having Paimon with me and say, hey, look, this wasn't here before, and so on. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, other than that, because you are in single player mode, in the co-op sort of mode, you can't enter the spiral abyss, you can't enter domains, you can't do quests, and if you accidentally press the start menu, then you will lose Paimon. So my best advice to you, while the airplane's flying here in the background, is to just have the Z camera if you're intending to take pictures equipped beforehand, and that will then allow you like this to just sort of capture all the moments you have with Paimon, or if you've got some video capturing software, you can capture the journey as I'm sort of doing here. But it is incredibly fun for me to play with Paimon, just to sort of have her around in the overworld. This is a very unique experience that you've only had once way back in the beginning of the game, and the moment I think you visited the Statue of Seven, you kind of lost out on all of this. So for me, it is really cool. It's really cool to just thematically, obviously as a Kokomi main, bring her to Watsutsumi Island, take some pictures. I've really kind of enjoyed it, but I do note that Hoyo is probably gonna yeah, they're probably going to clip our wings on this and just take Paimon back probably within a day. So if you can and you want to enjoy Paimon and you haven't started the quest, do so now. But other than that, yeah, that's what I wanted to share. I think this is absolutely cool. I think thematically this is what I've always wanted in the game, just having Paimon, our floating companion, travel around. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We're just going to dash here on the ocean. Cheers.